the time, here is the place, this is the moment to create those loving feelings and celebrate. Yeah, I like the, thank you. Thank you. And I start with a little bit of celebrating today because this is a party for me. I've been for a long time. It's been a lot of years that I've wanted to be able to step up on a stage and sing and play music, and it's happening. So I'm celebrating. Thank you. Now there's this song has some backup, and I'm hoping that you'll be the backup. So this song, the backup goes like this. You don't have to do that part in the stage, but it's just like, can you click your tongues like that? There you go. There, yeah, I see you're awesome at it. So, yeah, that's it, Lee, just like that. So, but then you got to put the click in. Come on, give me that bounce, bounce, boom. My heart goes bounce, bounce, boom. When you walk in the room with a bounce and a boom, like sap and nectar, blood and water, rhythm and music flow through everything. Let's sing, 'cause I don't care how it looks, I love how it feels when the beat drops and the dancing starts for real. Here we go, ready? I actually start with a couple of really simple songs, just because, playful songs, because it just helps me get myself calmed down. And I never know really what I'm going to expect, but I expect to have a good time when I'm up here. But sometimes that doesn't happen, and I'm a little disappointed. But I have another song. Should we start it?
Well, I kind of want to pause you for a moment. First of all, please welcome Karen Angle to stage, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know there's a fun story behind that sound effect. And you gotta share that story. That's a really good story.
Okay, so I don't know, I guess it was a few years ago back. I wanted to, to start to record music. And my two sons were living in Vancouver. My eldest had a producer friend. So for my birthday, I decided I was going to spend all the money that I usually spend on all the kids, and didn't have to do that anymore, and just put it all on mine, and decided I was going to record some songs, and this was one of them. And so we'd been recording for a couple of days, and I was staying at his place, and it was getting kind of saturated. And I was like, I'm in Vancouver. I need to see the ocean. I really need to see the ocean. And so my two sons there and the producer and I, we packed into this SUV and went down to see the ocean. And I think we got food too. And we were just goofing around like you do when you're with my kids. And bags. And in the back of the seat, like, the kids are really musical, but none of them make music seriously. Well, they're starting to more, but so they're really musical. And Kenty is in the back of the seat, and he's just going. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what we need for this last song we're going to record. And I looked at Andre, and he was like, yeah. And so he pulls out his iPhone at a red light or something like that and records Kenty doing it. Kenty, can you do that for us? Kenty's sitting right there. No, he's got a
mouthful of food. It might be a multi-sensory experience.
Yeah, he might spray all over.
Might be the splash zone over there.
So if you go on, if you ever go on YouTube or Spotify or anything and look up that song, you will hear that version of the backseat of the car off the iPhone all the way through the song. Yeah. That's the thing.
You never know where inspiration is going to come from. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice job, Kenty.
Yeah. Nice job. Yeah. So expectations, that what do we expect? And a lot of times, they say you don't expect anything and you won't be disappointed. But I certainly have had my share of disappointment. But I'm going to ask Michael to play on this next song, his slide guitar. It's a little bit bluesy. It's not really bluesy, but I got one expectation that I'm pretty sure is not going to disappoint. And that's all I need to say. Expect to die with my arms wide open, nothing left unspoken, leaning in with no regrets, accepting what is, with courage, giving it my all. Wide open, nothing left unspoken, leaning in with no regrets, accepting what is, with courage, giving it my all. You're lurking here, but my closet is clear. I'm loved, and I love, with my arms wide open, nothing left La, 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 la. Thank you. Danielle, the slide's a little loud in here for me. Yeah. Thank you. So,
Right on. Well, I gotta take a moment here and ask some questions. It's I actually met Karen through a class actually online during 2020 when COVID really first just began.
yeah.
We were both involved with a music program that's based in the States that's all focused on music licensing and figuring out how to make music for film and TV and all that kind of stuff. And so all of a sudden we were connected in a group of about 300 and, no, sorry, your group was about, no, that was a big one. It was about 350 people
Yeah.
from all over the world that were all of a sudden engaging on Zoom and just sharing music and all these other kinds of things. And she was one of these amazing people that I got to meet. And actually, she talked about the producer, Andre. I was a really good friend. Andre's a really good friend of mine that I made in Vancouver. And it was just kind of one of those funny mutual moments where, you know, when you go on Facebook and it's like you see you have mutual friends with somebody.
Yeah.
And that kind of comes up and I'm like, no way, what?
Yeah.
And so from that experience, we just shared some time through that and through some other songwriting workshops. And then when I moved here, it was really cool to be able to be in person and to be able to hang out and get to play some songs together.
It was one of the best things in my life when you moved here because because that kind of bridged into the music community a little bit, and you tell me about open mics. Like the first open mic I went to, Craig was hosting. You took me there at the Rodeo Arts Center about, I don't know, just over a year ago. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, they had a piano there, or they have a piano, their big grand
Yeah.
piano, and Karen's an amazing, amazing piano player, so it's tricky to find places to go play that in public without carrying a giant piano, or it's laborious. So
it's even harder than to take this rig around than a double bass, I think, because you have to bring the amplifier and everything. But
amazing. Well, but your background, it's just been really cool to learn about her background and how many things. And I remember the first time I went to Kia's house, just to see like the array of instruments that you have collected and can play is quite amazing.
Yeah. Well, I did a classical singing degree and composition degree, and I really had to unlearn a lot of that just to be able to feel comfortable in my own skin. And partly how that happened was I befriended an Indigenous musician and started to play music and learn music and apprenticed all these flutes from him and got to know him pretty well because we had 3 kids and
That's get to know someone pretty well.
Yeah, you get to someone. Yeah, and of course, so my home is full of instruments from South America and around the world, really. From they just kind of collect there. Yeah. So if you ever want to come and jam world beat music, come on over. Yeah, because there's closets full. Yeah.
Literal closets full. It's
Yeah.
like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
on.
I inherited a sideboard and a table, a dining set and a sideboard and a table, but my sideboard is full of flutes. Yeah. Yeah. No cutlery.
No cutlery. Yeah.
No.
If you're gonna eat, you eat with a flute.
Yeah. No.
It's like the bigger chopstick that you can play in between bites.
That's funny. I don't remember if this song came from, I think this song came from one of your workshops, Michael. And if you are at all interested in writing music, or getting songs out, Michael's Write Your Songs You Love programs are an excellent way to get at it. And you just meet with a group of people and share songs and get feedback and really support, and it's wonderful. And I think this song comes from one of those. Does it?
Talk truth, no excuse, no shame. Truth, no defense, no blame. Keep our guts in the game. This is an invitation to join me in a co-creation deep in the heart vibration, heart relation. Let's talk truth, no excuse, no shame. Truth, no defense, no blame. Truth, keep our guts in the game. Give the trauma a reframe. It doesn't have to be heavy. Don't force through the story to the heart door. I don't want to do all the talk I want to hear. Can we relate? What are your fears? Your desires? Can we vibe? Heart vibration, heart relations. Let's talk truth, no excuse, no shame. Just truth, no defense, no blame. Truth, keep our guts in the game.
Thank you. Is Danielle here? Danielle, I'm struggling a little bit with the amount of, with the balance between, there's way more bass in these, and I can't hear the piano as much, so I'm worried if I make a mistake, I won't even know.
That's a good way to live life.
Yeah, that is a good way to
I don't know if I made a mistake. Just carry on. Whatever. Move on. No. No, that doesn't always work out so well, does it? It's good to be able to recalibrate.
How do you like all the sevenths in the bass guitar in that song? Like in the bass guitar arrangements? Didn't the seventh sound so lovely? Yeah.
I gotta say that it's been fun over the last year or so. We've been working on recording a bunch of these songs together, and I typically, in terms of my bass ability, has generally been kind of basic. In terms of, I've never really done a whole lot of jazz-related kinds of things, and so just kind of finding other chords on the bass is not something I ever really tried before. And so she would have all these really neat ideas, be like, oh, try this, try that, and do this thing, do boom, 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 boom. And the timings that she would hear, I'm just like, my brain, it doesn't work that way. So we had some really interesting growth through that, or I particularly just really enjoyed how much I've learned about the bass through hanging out and Kia being like, nope, that's not nope.
I felt so bad because Michael's the best musician I've ever played with, and yeah, but there was something about this song that just had to have that bass line. So yeah, yeah, that's great fun.
Yeah. Well, I got to ask you a question here. So, with all these, I know you got so many different instruments, but when did you come into the piano, and when did songwriting really kind of take hold of you?
I mean, I grew up with a piano in our house that was always, especially Saturday night, practicing madly the hymns for Sunday morning because my dad was a preacher and my mom played the piano. So that's basically how I heard it a lot. My sister got piano lessons. I had a few, but by the time I came along, there were so many kids and so much chaos that it wasn't quite the same. So I was always there to play around with, and I was expected to, learn the songs and do the Toronto Conservatory thing up until grade 6. But I was the kind of kid that was like, 6 weeks before the exam, I better learn.
Better cram
songs. Yeah. So it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then when I went to university, I just like wrote the piano proficiency exam, and was just so glad never to not to do it. And I was really disappointed because I could have had all these I could have played, I could have had lessons. I could have really learned to play the piano, but yeah, I didn't until I'm still learning. Yeah, I'm just learning now. I'm just getting serious about playing the piano. And songwriting, I've always made up songs, but I never really wrote them down or really called them songs until I went to university after working with in music from South America for quite a while. I found that I was having all these extreme experiences with music, and I wanted to make some sense of it. So I did a master's degree, kind of an independent studied master's degree, studying music healing properties and through the cultures and through what aspects of music that actually relate to humanity, and through that I decided that I wanted to marry the singing thing with the counseling thing and actually bring about change with music. And so I started to when I moved to Kelowna to create these song circles, and we would get together, and I would just sing little pieces of snippets of songs that I would hear or learn or figure out myself, and just make them into little chants, and that's how my songwriting started, kind of, around that time, I think.
Very cool.
I mean, I did study composition in university, so I was writing back then, but it took me a long time to uncomplicate myself. Yeah. Yeah.
And anyone else relate? Going through life and learning to uncomplicate yourself? Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah.
Right on. Why don't you take us to another song here?
Well, I'm not sure about the time. I want to get all the songs in, but this next song is a song for all those people that listen and help us get our thoughts out. Thank you. Thank you.
for holding a space for me to say what I needed to say. 'Cause sometimes I can't say anything. My mind is so full of reasons to shut myself down. But thank you for posing the question I needed to ponder to get into the feeling of what's really going on and shift my mind, shift my mind. Thank you for the pat on the back, I needed that. You said I didn't, but it helped me burp up all the gas that was trapping my happiness. So thank you, thank you, thank you. For holding a space for me to feel what I needed to feel. 'Cause sometimes I don't feel anything. My heart is a stone. My heart is a stone in my chest. But the weight was lifted when I opened up. I told you my story, somehow you seemed to just soak it all up. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. There are many people in this room that deserve that. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I think, should we take it to...
Well, I was just gonna say it's kind of neat, like just what you're talking about that of the freedom that kind of feels like has kind of come from the journey. You know, like you go through phases of feeling either can or can't do things, restricted. You know, I think that dynamic, but in life that we go through between like feeling held back or where you feel free to really be yourself and just do, you know, kind of let that magic happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Is a pretty special thing to arrive. I know in my life, a lot of that has come up from other people, like you're acknowledging there, you know, like really being the people there for you to allow you the space to provide that space for you to do that, you know, and until you feel like I don't know, sometimes other people need to believe in us more than we believe in ourselves before we can even find that. And I know I've experienced that for sure. So I love that sense of freedom that comes out in that song that you just did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That's neat. Yeah. This next song was I remember at university, and I was really not very well trained to go to school, to go to university for music, and I kind of felt that excruciatingly through the whole process. But no more than one day when I was like just kind of learning the pentatonic scale and just learning how to figure it out, and not how to figure it out, how to play it, but like how to play with it. And I was messing around with it. I just fell in love with it, messing around with it for hours. And the next day in my class, one of the teachers was like, yeah, and somebody was in the practice room next to me and wouldn't let go, was just playing pentatonic scale for the longest time. Like, don't they know? Like, you know, it's like, and that was, so I just felt embarrassed about the pentatonic scale.
You want to share that for those who don't know what that is?
The pentatonic is 5 notes, and it's kind of, it's these 5 notes that and penta meaning 5. So in this scale that I'm gonna play right now are these 5 notes. Bobby McFerrin does this great, like in a neuroscience conference where he goes he'll bounce in one place and he gets the audience to sing that note and then go da da, and then the audience sings and the next note, and then he goes da da da, and then the next note, and then he jumps and doesn't tell them what note to do, and he jumps and they all jump to the pentatonic scale. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check Bobby McFerrin pentatonic scale. It's an amazing scale, an amazing little moment with the pentatonic scale. But this next song is all pentatonic scale. So are all these antara, these kind of pipes, they're all pentatonic.
Sculptress of the desert dream romance, I see the sand trickle through my hand, falling.
you. That actually reminded me that I actually was writing songs in Montreal. This song was written when I was in Montreal, and I was writing music. I was playing a lot of music for theater. I was like the composer in residence for the Shakespeare in the Park company for 4 years, and so 4 seasons, and so I was writing lots of music then. Crazy. You know, just backing them up on synthesizers and whatever I could find. Yeah.
I remember when she showed me this song, I hadn't heard this ever before, and then she started playing this thing, and I was just like hypnotized, like immediately. And then, yeah, one day she brings out the flutes and starts doing this at the same time, and I'm like, that's a lot of the chewing gum and patting head and all the things at once. I'm like, how is she doing that? Yeah. It's such a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of those wrote itself songs. Yeah.
Cool.
So, talking about feeling free, I think we should do that one. Yeah, that's a slide guitar one again, right?
Slide.
Yeah, and I'm shift over a little bit, because when you play in that, yeah. And can we just check and see how loud the slide is in these monitors, and make sure that we. That's good. Great, thank you. So, all those telling people stories and letting go and feeling free, that's so necessary, and that's what this song is about too. Free of all kinds of things. Yeah. Am I free? Inside me, am I free? Relaxed at peace. Am I free? Free of wanting to be right, or validated, or in control and complicated? Can I be without my programs, my identities, all those superficial stupidalities that please everybody but me? Free to choose my mood in the moment. And does my heart beat strong? Is it pounding with courage? Courage to feel, I mean, feel how I feel, even when it's hard. Can I see all that I can be? Can I laugh with rapture? Can I see the big picture? Am I here right now? Am I free? Free to choose my vocal register. Am I free? And does my heart beat strong? Is it pounding with courage? Courage to feel, I mean, feel how I when someone's looking. Am I free? Free of wanting anything to be different or people to agree with me? Can I overcome insecurity? Let go my past, be at ease with me. Nobody but me. Free. Thank you. I think
Choose my vocal register.
yeah, let me choose my vocal. How are your vocal registers out there? Do you want to choose some vocal register choosing?
I think it helps if you do the elephant lips.
Yeah.
For those who remember those earlier. Did you ever have that experience?
I never had that experience.
Okay.
I had no idea what elephant lips are, but they're pretty cool.
I know. Do you have an exercise to help people find their registers?
Motorboating is my favorite exercise.
Motorboating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this one.
You're gonna.
Or you can do like race car if you want it.
You gotta have the gear shift. Can you guide people through this? I wanna see you like lead the audience in this exercise. This like, does everyone want to drive race cars right now? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right, how are we going to do this? Let's get a group race car going on here.
So, that would be great. A group race car. Where is my phone? I need that one. Yeah. So it's just like horse lips. You can all do that, right? But then you just hum with it. And it's this great, yeah, there you go. That's it. There you go.
Don't be afraid to use your hand to shift gears too.
There
You know,
go. Yeah, that's important.
You got a 5-gear car. Yeah, if you can use the clutch and everything, whatever you want to do.
There you go. And then if you get really good at that, then the whole then it's when you swing the uvula at the back of your throat at the same time as you like. That's a fun exercise too.
I love the people that are just walking in right now. This is just like the perfect thing. Welcome. We're just driving cars. You know, we're getting ready for the road. Awesome. Well, how about a new song?
Yeah, how are we doing for time? Should we do
Good,
the last
yeah.
one or should I do another?
We got 2 more.
2 more? Okay. Anybody ever feel like life is going too fast? Or that you have to like squish too many things in the same time, all at the same time? Don't rush me. Forgive me if I've ever rushed you. I want to walk through my seasons, taking all things in stride. Keep the middle path flowing with the tide. The tide, the tide, the tide. Can't rush the tide.
I washed up with that tide. Now I care about the way that I walk as much as where I go. Yeah, the way that I walk, I'm gonna keep it slow and pause to imprint my memories and feast on the bird songs, suck the nectar from every moment. Give me a moment. Let's just take a moment. 'Cause moment by moment, sweetly striding, riding the rhythm, conscious of the grooves in my bones, my bones, my bones. The groove is in the bones. The bones, the bones. The groove is in the bones. Don't rush the groove. Wow. Yeah, thank you. That's a new song. It hasn't quite worked out its kinks yet, but yeah.
Take a moment, like we did with Bex, to open it up to the audience. Does the audience have any questions? Any incriminating questions from a son in the audience by any chance? Oh, okay, one sec. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Coming downstairs, because I have no chords, and I love it. So fun. You know that I love that. Her more than anybody. All right.
Hi, I'm Kim. Kia, I love that song you play with the flute. Could you remind me what the name of that song was?
It's called Secret Sculptress.
Okay, I feel like everyone can agree that was amazing. Wow. Literally amazing. I have a question with the one that you sang about being free.
Mm-hmm.
When do you feel the most free?
That first bike ride in the spring when all the snow's off and tires are pumped up and you're just like, no, I don't know. There's like, freedom. When do I feel the most? That's a tough question. I think that, it's important to feel free all the time, and it's when I don't feel free that I like, yeah, so when do I feel free? I don't know, Kim. Anybody got an answer for that question? Pardon, anytime what?
Or any time that you don't. That was Michelle's follow-up.
The time I feel the most free is when I've actually, talked to said the things that are, gotten the things off my chest. Yeah, gotten those things off my chest and said those, then I feel free. Yeah, if something's bugging me. Mm-hmm.
So if you ever go on a bike ride at the early first, the snow's cleared, and you got everything off of your chest at the same time, is that like the ultimate freedom?
You think so, right? Absolutely.
That's just the best.
And I said, 2 songs left, but I forgot that we hadn't played Music Mud. It was like hiding under the lip.
Oh, no worries. Is anyone else? Oh, yeah, I see you got lots of questions. We're going to go to Liz, and then we'll go to, it's Jadis. Did I remember that correctly? And then we'll go to Bex.
Mine should be really quick. I just had a question about that sign on your keyboard there. producto es adictivo?
Yeah, I was hoping. I was
is
hoping
that-
somebody would ask about that.
Yeah, was it talking
That's
about
good.
the product like label behind it, or is it talking about you because you are actually addicted?
Well, no, it was just it was like, I don't know, almost 2 years ago now, my 3 sons went to Colombia, and it was the first time they just kind of like all left and went together and went to Colombia, and one of them, when they came back, I'm not sure, but brought like a cigar box, and this was like in the cigar box, and I just thought it was too good not to put it on the piano.
In a way, this is the first cigar box piano.
Yes. There you go. There's cigar box guitars, but banjos.
Definitely cigar box guitars. I've never heard of a cigar box piano, so this is, I think, the closest thing we'll ever get.
Yeah.
It is addictive. There you go. Amazing. Thanks, Liz.
Pianos are addictive.
Good eye. All right. Here you go.
Hi, Kia. I just
Hi,
wanted
Jade.
to say you sounded incredible. And alongside that, can you let me know the aspirations for your musical talents and how you create your songs or the inspirations towards the sound of them?
Oh, so a lot of the songs, I'll hear a melody, and then I have to figure out how to actually, what are the chords that fit that melody. And some songs I have to work with for a lot of times because, like right now, I hear one. I've got one on the guitar going, but there's like, I don't know the jazz chord that I'm hearing, and I don't know it, and I can't, so I'm like working it out note by note, and then it's implayable, and so then, so it's a little bit like that. That's how I work things out. Inspirations, they come all the time. Like I'll be anywhere and I'll hear a line or somebody will say something, and I'll be like, oh man, that's a good one for a song, and you write it down. And a lot of times, like I like to work under pressure a little bit too. So I like the song challenges, like are coming up next week. Michael's doing a song challenge and 1 song a day and those kinds of things, because you never know what's going to come out of those. And yeah, and then a lot of times I just I work with the somatically in my body. I work a lot somatically in my body. So I will have a song, and I'll have to go really deep with the feeling internally, and there'll be something uncomfortable, and I'll just have to like sit there and wait for it, and then I'll understand, and then I write it. Yeah.
Thank you for being honest with me. And the second question I had was, how long does it usually take for you to write a song?
Oh my goodness. This one that I just played for you, that Don't Rush Me, that's been 20 years. But thank you. The one that was before that was, I don't know, about a week or so. That before I could, because that's the other aspect, I can write the song, but I can't necessarily play it. So I don't really call it written until I can play it. Yeah.
That's a cool definition.
Yeah.
Not written until you can play it. That's
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Those are great questions. We're going over to Bex.
I'm wondering what is the most memorable concert that you've ever attended as an audience?
Oh, wow. Canaan. I think Canaan was we were just at the community theater here, and Canaan was, and the entire audience was on their feet singing along. It was really beautiful. Yeah, it was phenomenal. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's interesting to think. I forget what Olympics it was. We're in the middle
FIFA
of
World Cup.
FIFA. Okay. He did the song that was used heavily.
When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. Was that during that time? Is that kind of when you saw that concert? Was he doing that song at that time?
Yeah, it was a little afterward, but he did sing that song. Yeah.
Yeah, it's huge energy in that one.
Yeah, it's a big song.
Amazing. Well, thanks for the questions, everybody. Such a fun part of this whole night.
Yeah, it's certainly a big part of being more relaxed up here, and yeah, feeling good. This one comes from my classroom. The inspiration for this comes from my classroom. I was trying to get the choir, the little group of girls, mostly girls, to folks like beings and bodies to warm up and to do something. And I was just like messing around on the piano. And she said, and one of the girls says, "You're just raining those notes." And somebody else said, "Yeah, just rain those notes down on it." So, and I was like, all right, here we go. I stitch my soul to my spine with music so I don't lose my mind in the messy noise of the day-to-day. Notes cut through to my DNA. It's a core truth. What I gotta say needs a sweet groove. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Mama, 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 mama. Music mud. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Splashing in sound puddles, dirty in harmony, mucking in rhymes and riffs and melodies. Music is the motion in my soul. The pathways in my mind that guide me to the goals, and rhythms keep me grooving deeper than the grind, giving me the gas to make the finish line. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Ma 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 music mud. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Splashing in sound puddles, dirty in harmony, mucking rhymes and riffs and melodies. It's the riff I get and the flow I let, set the vibe to get wet and swim. Diving into the rhythm with the power of listening, I float my mind till it flows, rivers of prose. Head to my toes, the current knows no limits. Music soaking in it. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Ma 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 ma. Rain notes, we're making music mud. Splashing in sound puddles, dirty in harmonies, mocking rhymes and riffs and melodies. Splashing in sound puddles, dirty in harmonies, rhymes and riffs and melodies. Get wet. Thank you.
Rain notes.
Yeah, that song was definitely written for children.
I didn't know that came from the student that
Yeah,
was
it
just
did.
like, you're raining notes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's amazing.
If I were, if anybody knows, she moved up to Quesnel area or something. They moved up to Quesnel. I don't think they even go by their name anymore. But if anybody hears of somebody named Sam Hurry, let them know. Yeah, that this is their song.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, you got one more for us?
We do.
Cool.
I think this one is. We just found the other day. I found a flute that actually works in this one. And when Michael's playing bass, I don't always have to play the piano, so I can just like beg off and play a little flute. So that's good too.
Amazing. Well, before she does that, I just want to take a moment just to say again, thanks to Danielle for the sound so much
yeah.
in
Thank
here.
you,
The sound. Jordan's been playing with the amazing video sliding between shots and stuff, which is super cool to have
Thanks,
this
Jordan.
going on for the audience. And big hand for the artists, Bex and Karen, just giving us such an amazing show tonight.
Yay. And thanks to Michael, and thanks so much, Michael, for doing this every week and given this community such an incredible opportunity to hear music and come for free, and just in this incredible venue, give us the chance to play here. It's pretty awesome. Well done.
Thank you. You're welcome. It's a treat for Revelry to be doing these kinds of nights, and they're just going to continue on till the end of August. Next week we have kind of like more of a rock kind of focused with a woman coming through as a solo artist. She goes by the name Sister Speak with her band, but she's actually grown up around here, but she's been touring around playing music all over the world for quite a number of years now, and she's amazing and going to be here next week along with a local guy from Vernon named Chris Anders. So both of them come from like more of a rock background. So it's every one of these nights has had different kind of genre blends, which is really fun to have in the mix. So, and then we've got a few more for the rest of the month. Coming up on August 22nd is actually going to be more of a guitar-focused night with Chris Zulinek, who is a flamenco classical style guitarist, and Adam Meacham, who is just oh my gosh, everything from acoustic fingerstyle to acoustic metal to acoustic, all sorts of stuff. Fascinating guy, really interesting player. And then at the end of the month, we've got a really sweet, powerful singer-songwriter, Kaylee Duggan, matched with a, what's that? Oh, sorry. And a touring artist from Montreal named Nagma, who's a Canadian-Iranian performer, and just super, super cool people coming down the line. So if you've been enjoying this night, you want to come back, it's going to be a great time. And again, thanks to all of you for making time to come out and make this something special. So.
Thanks to all of you.
All righty, here we go. Yeah.
Regret is a debt I'm not gonna pay. Life is short, on and off the court. I'll play, I'm going all the way. I'm gonna do what it takes, make a good life happen. I'll make a good life happen. I'm leveling up, I won't fold and put my dreams on hold for another day, no way. I'll do my part from my heart, then I'll celebrate. I'm going all the way. I'm gonna do what it takes, make a good life happen. I'll make a good life happen. I see it, I'm on it, I really truly want it. I'm open, I'm in it, I'm just beginning. Force is in my favor, and I'm gonna save her. I got grit, and I'm lit. I'll be around for a while. Believe it, taste and feel it. I got style. I'm going all the way. I'm gonna do what it takes, make a good life happen. I'll make a good life happen. Thank you.
Thanks to all of you. Thanks for making this good life happen for me by coming out tonight. Yeah, so appreciate you being here.
Amazing, 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 amazing. All right. Feel free to hang out, meet someone new, share some stories, grab a drink. We'll be hanging out for a little while. So thanks again, everyone.
Oh, I didn't play the flute. I was supposed to pick that up and play it at the end.
And that said it all.
There you go.
There we go.